4 ways to celebrate your birthday in Walt Disney World.
We get this question quite a bit. A lot of people are going to Walt Disney World. They're celebrating their birthday, and they kind of want to have some ideas of what they can do to celebrate their birthday while in Disney World.
Is there any other, a better way to celebrate a birthday than being at a Disney park?
No, being at Disney Park in and of itself is a pretty amazing birthday. So that's one way right there. Just go to Disney World.
Done. Check.
Yeah. Amazing birthday happens just right there.
This one goes out to Diane K. and Mary. Thank you so much for the inspiration and happy birthday.
Yeah, what's up? By the way, this is Bruce and Connie. We're Unlocking the Magic podcast. You're watching the YouTube channel. We have a new YouTube video that comes out every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Listen for your ways to win a chance to win something from our Unlocking the Magic store at the end of this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast, which is in the links below.
Do everything he said, please, because it's a lot of fun. And then you can just enjoy this show right now.
Yeah, the podcast is much longer, too.
Okay. These are in no specific order, but we're going to start with the first one. That might be really simple, but I think a lot of people forget that it's available. And the first one is order a cake at dinner. There are some participating Disney dining restaurants that have these great cakes. They actually can be Mickey shaped. They're really cute. It's about $35. That, of course, may or may not change in the future depending on when you're watching this, but really adorable way to celebrate somebody special and their birthday.
Yeah, it may not be for everybody because I don't want any cakes coming to my birthday at the table, but if you're an extrovert and you like the attention, which a lot of people do,
yeah,
this is a great way to put the spotlight on yourself that it's your birthday.
They do have on the Disney World official website, and we could probably, possibly link that below here.
Definitely will link that below here.
Okay, definitely maybe. But look at the participating restaurants, and you'll see there's a very big list of all the restaurants that do offer that idea and that cake.
Yeah, I love that one.
We actually never did that, and I'm bummed because we've gone a couple times celebrating a couple of milestone birthdays. One was our 16-year-old daughter's birthday, and I wish I knew about ordering cake.
Yeah, that's like you go to a regular restaurant when you're home and you want to do that, so it's got to be much better in Disney World.
You can also order at Disney Springs, and you can enjoy your cake. You can bring it back to your resort or home.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I want to order my cake and bring it back to my resort and enjoy it.
Okay, next one. I know Bruce is going to be totally on board on this one is, drum roll, wear some B-Day inspired clothing, a birthday pin, a Disney birthday pin, or something so that the cast members can physically distant but interact with you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not opposed to this one because I've done this before. And
you're not opposed?
Not opposed. Like as somebody who's not super extroverted and doesn't love a lot of attention, I'm not opposed to wearing a pin because the cast members don't spend a lot of time on you, especially if you're an adult.
Okay.
Like they just say happy birthday like as you're going by, which I don't mind.
It's like a drive-by birthday. Like
it's like happy birthday, it's your birthday. I see the pin, we'll acknowledge it. Let's move forward.
I like that.
Yeah, so I don't mind that one.
You might be saying this now because we're actually not in Disney celebrating your birthday, so that
is also true.
We actually did that though. I think look, the cast members are there to enhance your trip, make sure everyone's being safe and having a great time. So if you can add a little extra attention, I think it's going to make whoever you're with just feel like you can't help but put a smile on your face.
Especially if you have little kids.
Yeah.
It's the one day a year where you get to enjoy all the attention, especially as a little kid. And that's going to make their day even better where every time they walk by a cast member, the cast member says happy birthday if they notice the pin. It's just like it's going to put the cherry on top of the sundae.
And if you're a kid at heart like me, like I try to draw attention to myself no matter what way or shape or form I can. So it being my birthday, it's not as awkward.
Yeah, we know that.
Because I'm like, hi, I'm here. And you're just like, okay.
I like that one. I actually do like that one.
Number 3, bring decorations to the resort. You can decorate your resort. We actually brought some streamers and table toppers all the way from Boston to our Disney resort to decorate the hotel room for our 16-year-old daughter's birthday. And it was just a fun way to recognize that we were there for that reason. It was a special trip for her.
I love when you go to say you go to Port Orleans Riverside or one of those hotels where you walk to the room from outside.
Yeah.
I love when people decorate the windows of their resorts.
Yeah, you could do that too. It's a really fun way to, and also inexpensive way to just enhance your trip and just make it that more memorable.
Yeah, like walking around the resort, seeing all the windows decorated for people's birthdays, or even like if you decorate your window at your resort room, just every time you go home, it's going to remind you that it's somebody's birthday in your party, and maybe make sure they have a good day. Don't
go too overboard. Like I said, I brought some streamers and table toppers. I was very respectful and mindful, of course, of my mousekeeping and trying to make sure that I wasn't creating a mess. They were very, very nice about it. I didn't, I thought it was just a great idea. And like I said, you can make it inexpensive and pack it all the way from wherever you're from. Or if you want to be a little extra fancy, you can go onto the Disney Floral and Gifts website, and they'll do like a gift basket for you.
Really?
Deliver that. Jim, it's kind of pricey, so we've never done it. But
I'll link that up in the description below too, so that way if you do want to splurge a little.
Splurge, yeah.
Splurge it up.
Splurge it up. I'm looking at some of the bouquets. You could do a whimsical bouquet for $54. There's a whole bunch of things. I love it. All right, next one and the last one, number 4 already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. A Disney birthday photo shoot. How fun is that?
This is going to be one because you're going to always remember this birthday. Sometimes when you look back at photos of birthdays, they all kind of run together.
Right.
But if you have a special birthday that you celebrate at Disney, you're going to want to take as many birthday photos as you possibly can to go back and look at them when you get older.
I just think there's so many resources right now online. You can go on all these different websites. You can go on Pinterest for inspiration. It does take some creativity, I feel like, on your end, a little effort, but you can be surprised of what you can come up with, even now during the protocol where masks are required at the park. So you would be surprised how many beautiful photos I have seen of people celebrating a milestone birthday or whatever at the park. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a bonus one.
What's that?
You should always pretend it's people's birthdays when you go.
There we go.
I think this is a very underrated thing. Like, we've talked about this on the podcast and on this YouTube video itself before, but people often get into small arguments or disagreements because it's hot, there's a lot to do, you're overstimulated. But there's something about it being somebody's birthday that makes you extra nice to them. So if you go on a trip and you pretend it's everybody's birthday in your group and you have to be extra nice to them, I feel like you're going to have an amazing trip.
You're going to have an amazing trip because your attitude's going to be kind, and hopefully the person next to you is also going to be pretending that it's your birthday, so their attitude's going to be better. It just all works out for the best because, look, you are on this incredible vacation. Of course you want to have a good time. Who wouldn't? But there are things that get in the way. Sometimes, like routine, if someone is a morning person or whatever and you're dragging them to the parks at 8 a.m., you can get grouchy. It happens.
Yeah, but if you pretend it's their birthday...
Never happens to me.
No, not at all. But if you pretend it's their birthday, if there's if there's a small factor that you could take away from that it may not happen because you're pretending it's their birthday, then I feel like everybody will have a better trip.
It's like Alice in Wonderland, right? You want to pretend it's a very merry unbirthday.
Yes.
For everybody, whoever you are.
I like it. So even if it's not your birthday, there's a tip for you. If it's not your birthday and you're watching this video, pretend it's everybody's birthday in your trip.
There you go.
Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. Also, subscribe to our podcast and links below.
Yes.
We put out a new podcast every week. And if you want, question of the show. What is your best birthday tip?
Okay.
Because there's going to be a lot of people watching this video. Let's leave some tips in the comments below.
Something you've done in the past, something that maybe you want to try to do in the future.
Yeah, so something you could add to this conversation. Yeah. Drop it in the comments below. What's your best tip for celebrating somebody's birthday when they go to Walt Disney World? And we'll pick a winner for a free something from Unlocking the Magic Store, which we'll announce on the podcast coming up the end of this week.
And if you don't have a tip, just comment below and we'll interact with you. There's an hour there where we're monitoring the comments, but feel free to add it whenever you can.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. It could be a tip you saw somebody do, you're planning to do on your next trip. Give us some advice.
Awesome.
Thank you for hanging out with us here on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.